Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. On tonight's episode, we will be discussing Dan's rivalry with the stereotypical white boy, as well as Aiden's belief that putting your Minecraft beds together will work 100% of the time. This is relationship advice. Skylanders.
What the fuck?
We gotta.
Fuck off, Jack.
We
Jesus Christ. Yeah, fine, I'll put my phone down.
We
Screw
gotta-
you. This is our show.
We gotta get him out of here. Get him out of here. He's gone.
He's
This is
gone.
ours. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the Figgleheads podcast. Today we're doing an in-person session today with Dan.
You can see us.
He's my co-host. I'm his co-host. We're co-hosts, right?
Right, yeah.
That's right.
Yeah.
That's right. He does this to me.
I don't. No, I don't.
Today is Valentine's Day. This is the 5th time he's done this to me. I beat him in cards. He leaned over for a kiss.
I'm sad, okay? I'm lonely.
You're with me. You want a piece of candy?
I got gum in my mouth right now. Anyway.
Hey.
Speaking of Valentine's Day, you probably read the title. It's kind of related to that, and you're not seeing this on Valentine's Day at all.
No,
but we don't really care, because we suck at scheduling.
Hey, and you know
Holy shit! What?
You know what you can't do today, motherfucker? You can't do your mini fridge bit. You can't fucking do it.
That water was from it over there.
No, it was not. It was from my
water
closet
bottle
thing.
was then. I had Gatorade today at school. That was from that mini fridge.
Yeah, and where is it now?
In the car. But it's still here. It's still out there.
Not in the mini fridge, ladies and gentlemen. He can't go get it. He can't
I
go
still
get
have a mini fridge, okay?
it. Yeah, where is it now?
At my house, but still, I have it.
Is it in front of you? Can you go get something from it right now? Then I will.
Give me 15 minutes. I'm gonna drive home. I'm gonna come back with a drink.
Today I'm gonna expose today. So Dan doesn't like talking about this, but he's actually like a furry. He doesn't want to talk about that, so keep it on the down low. But he's really passionate about it, but he's afraid about what other people will think. So he doesn't like to. I just heard my fridge open. He can't. He's back.
I'm back. I got this. Fuck you, Aiden.
Don't say anything to him.
What?
Don't say anything to him. Don't worry about it. That's mine. That's actually my mom's. But yeah.
It's a joke.
You gonna
You
drink
cut it out and then it's a cut and I come back with this and you get pissed off. But whatever, fucker.
I said something funny while you were gone, so we're keeping it
I
in.
heard you talking.
Yeah, and it was funny, right?
I didn't hear what you said.
Exactly. Oh, you're gonna love it.
This man hates me.
Hey guys, how's it going? So it was Valentine's Day, right?
It is Valentine's Day, and some of you are like him, lucky and in a relationship, and others are like, wait, what?
I didn't get to see my girlfriend for Valentine's Day.
No, but you're gonna do something in a few days.
Hopefully. If all goes well.
You should. And get her the right flowers.
Dude, I'm the only way I can get the flowers she wants, and they're real, is to import them from South America, which takes like $75, and I'm broke as a bitch right now. I can't do that. I don't know what I'm gonna do.
You're gonna see this eventually.
I know, and she's gonna know exactly how I feel, but I'm gonna get them somehow. I'm gonna find them. I'm gonna go to all the flower stores and everything, and I'm gonna find them.
To continue, others of you are like me, bitchless and single, and that's about it. You cry yourself to sleep every night. It's okay, I do it too. And he's falling asleep.
No, my eyes are open right now, but for some reason, like, I can see, even though they're really close, I can look like I'm asleep when I'm not. It's really cool. Anyway.
Okay, you're not explaining shit. Can you stop looking at me like that?
I'm just looking at my beautiful co-host.
I'm flattered. Anyway, so this is considered a game, what we're doing today or tonight?
Are we gonna talk about it? It's a little early, but yeah, we can talk about
I
it.
mean, we can, yeah, but it's not like we're doing very good with small talk.
That's right. You want to announce it?
Relationship advice.
Yeah, you've read the title.
You did read the title. So the point of this is we are going to give each other scenarios that have to do with being in a relationship, and the other is going to respond with how they would act in said scenario. And we're going to see who's good at being in a relationship and who isn't.
This is going to be our personal Valentine's Day special, which will come out. Is it going to be March?
It's going to probably...
No.
It's going to be right at the end of February.
It'll be... Yeah.
You'll be seeing this on February 27th. Maybe.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, hopefully. Yeah, happy Valentine's Day on the 27th. Get off your fucking phone.
Heads or tails, call it.
Tails.
Flip a coin.
It's heads.
What did you say?
Tails.
I get to go first. So
What, are you saying the scenario?
I
so we're
choose.
jumping right
I
into
get to
this.
choose. I get to choose whether I do the scenario or the I don't either, so you're doing the scenario first.
A Jew
I
and a
swear.
Romanian walk into a bar.
No, I'm not doing that. I swear, I heard like you. It sounded like a kettle boiling.
Yeah, I was kind of whistling. Would you say you're... I can't even ask that question.
Go ahead.
You still have a girlfriend. I was going to say, do you think you're good at being in a relationship? Are you a good boyfriend?
I'd like to think so. I mean, I've never dated myself, so I can't tell for sure.
That was the most dad answer I've ever freaking heard.
What am I
that
supposed
sounds like
to
a
say?
dad joke.
What am
I don't know.
supposed to
I'm
say?
asking you, do you think that you are a good boyfriend?
I honestly hope I am. I don't know.
Give yourself a little credit, man. It's called fake it till you make it. Nobody here knows what you're like. You could say you're the greatest boyfriend ever, and maybe they wouldn't.
But I'm definitely not. I have my pros and cons.
This guy doesn't know how to lie. He does not know how
I
to lie.
don't. You know what? I would be a better fucking boyfriend than Ryan fucking Reynolds.
I mean,
It's possible.
it has no merit now after you go, 'cause I'm not.
Well, he's not either. I never said what degree I'm
No, I
not.
know, but like... How are you on the attractiveness scale compared to Ryan Reynolds?
Next question.
Okay, so I need a scenario of which I did not plan for, because this was thought of on a whim, because we're good at this.
Well, the scenario is, we'll start from the beginning. So we'll say the first scenario for you and me is going to be chasing the girl.
Okay, so...
We'll start from there, and
I
then
guess-
we'll go into...
Alright, so we're going to go to the stages of a relationship.
Yeah, we're going to go through the stages. So the first stage is
Is get-
approaching, initial approach. You see her, she's cool looking, she acts cool, she does cool things, you barely ever talk.
May I ask you, do you stutter when you talk to a girl? Are you nervous to talk to a female? Or a
No.
male? Whatever sexuality you are?
No.
Whatever you're into?
No.
No? You don't stutter? You're fairly confident? Do you have a pickup line?
No. Pickup lines are not like a long-term thing unless it is humor instead of pickup lining. Like, pickup lining is good if the humor lands, you know what I mean? Humor needs to land.
I guess.
Like, if I say, are you a redstone torch? Because you're activating my piston. That could be real funny.
Is that a Minecraft?
That is Minecraft, yes. That could be real funny to someone. And it would woo them in an instant. But other people would be like, what the fuck are you doing, creep? You just gotta read the room, except the room is a girl that you like.
Or male.
But we both like girls, so we're using
Yeah,
girls.
we do both like... Okay, yeah. This... Warning. This episode is not LGBTQ friendly.
Wait, no. Jesus Christ, man. This is not LGBTQ compatible unless you like
you're right.
women.
You're right. I had to say the correct word.
Unless you like women. If you like women, you've come to the right place. Because I've been known as the love doctor. He's called me that.
I've never called you that in my life.
Am I the love doctor?
I would say that you're right about most things when it comes to relationships, but I have never called you the love doctor.
I'm waiting.
I'm not going to call you the love doctor.
Be more of a doctor than that one teacher.
What?
I said being the love doctor would make me more of a doctor than that one teacher
It's that one teacher.
at our school that calls himself a doctor and he's not.
Oh. Yeah. That was traumatizing. I don't want to remember that class. Anyway.
Hopefully he has a psychology major to help you heal from that. You think of a scenario?
No, I'm thinking of a scenario. So this is like approaching, right?
Yes. You want me to give you advice on how to approach.
Now, you hit her with your best pickup line, and she gets it, but she doesn't appear interested. How do you keep it going?
So she thought it was funny.
Yes, she understood it, but she doesn't seem interested. Like, she doesn't really say anything back to you. She's not very respondent, and you have to keep it going.
Have you considered that maybe it wasn't? She didn't consider it a flirt. She thought you were just being funny. What if?
Well, this is your scenario to interpret. I've given you all the information. You just figure it out.
Well, that's very lackluster information. Does she joke a lot? Is she a bit of a jokester? Does she make a lot of jokes? Is she around people who make a lot of jokes?
This is for you to interpret. I said, listen.
I said, give me a scenario.
Listen, I just gave you one. I said you hit her with like your best flirting line, and she gets it.
No.
Like she understands it.
I'm
whatever
talking
that is.
through this as if you're asking me for advice. That's what this is. You're asking me for advice, and then I'll ask you for advice. That's what this is.
Okay.
It has to be an exchange.
Then how do I approach a girl then?
What would you?
Period. Because I just don't know how.
Okay. You gave the pickup line. And she didn't seem interested. We're starting from there. You already gave the pickup line. She didn't seem interested.
I didn't know I was setting this for myself.
Yes, you were setting this for yourself.
Okay.
Almost 15 minutes in.
Really? Is there a timestamp?
Right there.
Oh, you're right.
All right.
This is the small talk for the episode.
Yeah, we've just entered the game.
We just went into the main thing.
Okay. Jack, can you put a flash on screen? It goes, you know, and it's like sparkly and.
I hope he's not making fun of us right now.
Oh, he's totally making fun of us right now. Okay.
You're an angry little man.
No, don't anger him even further. He'll see this in post.
You are an angry little leprechaun.
No, he'll see this in post.
Okay. What's he gonna do? Take my kneecaps?
Yes! He can do that! You got up earlier! He could see your kneecaps!
He is right at eye level, isn't he?
Yes! Plus, he's sitting at a desk editing. He can move up and down on his chair. He doesn't need to be eye level. Okay. Well, anyway. Okay.
Whatever.
Give me the scenario again. We'll start from the
beginning. Alright, this is for me. So I ask so I'm gonna simplify this. I ask a girl for her number.
Okay.
She's sort of flattered. She smiles, blushes a little bit, but she doesn't give it she wants to be friends or whatever, but she doesn't want to give the phone number.
She doesn't want to give the phone number.
I'm confusing myself with this scenario.
She did not feel like she wanted to give the phone number.
Yeah. She's wants to be friends in school.
How much have you talked to this person prior to asking the question?
So, you've never really you've always been friendly to each other, but never really like close friends.
The only reason she's hanging on to that number and banking on you texting her is so that she can hook you up for a booty call. She wants you to be on dial in case she's lonely and needs someone for a little night of fun. That's all it's about.
Really? No, but I'm saying, like, that she wants to be friends in school, and you're trying to find a way to work up to the phone number. She's single.
Oh, you haven't asked for the phone number yet?
Yeah.
Oh, I
Like,
thought...
you're trying to be friendly, and you're trying to, like, work your way up to getting the phone number.
How many classes are you in with said person? And do any of them involve projects?
Not very many, and not very much group work. Okay, group work, but you never work with her.
Okay, that makes things worse. Well, First thing you have to consider is, are there any guys that hang around her at all? Anyone?
She's not like a crazy... Okay, like
Potential
one or
competition.
two, but one of them acts gay as shit.
Okay. So there's only real one...
Not
threat.
very much competition.
Okay. Not much competition. And have you guaranteed that she's straight already?
No.
No. Okay, so she might not even be straight.
Yeah.
Okay. But we can assume that she is for the time being, just so you don't weird yourself out and not go through with it. So, not much time to talk to her in school, but not much time to actually do stuff with her, but you talk sometimes, and you're not in her friend group, but there's also no competition as far as you know in her friend group.
Not very much. No.
And you want to get the number.
Yes.
Okay. So...
These are hypothetical, by the way. Please don't relate this to my actual life.
Yes.
I'm coming up with this on the fly.
I'm going to hit you with something, right?
Okay.
Does she play video games?
Not very much. Okay, so she only plays like one video game sometimes.
Which is it? What is it? What kind of game? Battle Royale? Survival? Creative? Experience?
It's like Minecraft-like. So it's not like Injustice or Mortal Kombat, like very violent or whatever, but it's not like...
A sandbox game?
It's not like... Yeah, a sandbox type game.
Is it Minecraft itself?
Sure, why not?
Okay. Ask her to play Minecraft with you. Ask her if she's interested in beating the Ender Dragon with you. If she says yes, you don't just have her phone number, you have her Discord, you have her gamer tag, and now you have so much more access to something else. And if she says no, and also this could be interpreted in 100% ways as just being friends.
Now let me change this for you. She does play Minecraft, but you don't know she plays Minecraft.
Ask her if she plays games. Ask that
Or she
first.
says no. Because I know people who have said, like, no, they don't game because they don't want to be embarrassed about it.
Are you interested in any? Do you know anyone who plays any games? Or have you ever played a game with anyone else? If she says no, then you have a whole world to explore. Do you have game consoles at home? Yes. Have you ever played any with anyone else? No. You're in. Yes. What games? Blah, blah, blah. Would you like to play that with me?
And then just do what you said from there.
Yes. It's like a chart of like blank, yes, no. Blank, yes, no. Blank, yes, no. And it just
like
all
it's like
loops
a
up.
tree.
Yeah, it's like a tree. To guarantee it any way you go. Now I get to come up with a scenario for you.
Yeah, you do.
Are we gonna stick with the phone number thing? Try and get the phone number?
Yes, now it's your turn to ask that type of thing to me. And then after that, we move on to friend zone.
Ooh, okay, that's actually my forte.
Okay.
So I'm excited about that one. Alright. So you've been to a birthday party before, and you've known this person for years, since elementary school.
Okay.
And you've been really good friends with them. And it's been like you've had a thing for them for a while. Like, and you used to be friends with them a long time ago before they had phone numbers because you met through your parents, right?
Yes.
But once you got into middle school, you kind of split off from each other. But then you started having more and more classes up in like high school, and now you're getting back into it, but you don't have the phone number. You don't really know anything about her. But you know...
But you've known... Wait, what?
You don't really
How do
know...
you not know anything
You
about
don't
her?
really know much about her today.
Oh.
But based on stuff that happened in the past, you can assume that she's still very energetic and outgoing.
Similar personality.
Yes, similar personality. Energetic and outgoing. and just overall interested in like any sort of game or movie, willing to try anything.
Okay. I had a question and I forgot what it was.
Woof.
Yeah. Is there competition? That's a question.
I mean, she hangs out with guys, but judging by past experiences, you don't think it's really her demographic as far as relationships.
And now, do you know the sexual? Like, do you know if they're gay? Or
Yes, they're straight.
Okay, so
Or bi, at least.
and
Have had boyfriends before.
you haven't talked at all.
I mean, you've had classes again, so you've
Well-
been like, "Hey, remember me?" But it's not been like, "Hey, let's catch up." It's just been a, "Hey, remember me?" Yeah. Oh, cool.
I feel like group work. You asked me that. I'm gonna ask you that. Is it group work? You work in groups with her?
A few times you have in a couple of classes. However, it's not really like you guys get to connect because there's been multiple people together.
So it's not. You don't really like talk very much. It's just like
No.
you mostly just talk about the project.
The only time you've ever worked on projects with her, there's other people involved too. And you didn't know any of them.
Okay.
And she didn't know any of them either. They're just randos every time.
Well, I feel like in that case, then you would be able to get a little bit closer with them, right?
What would you do?
I feel like, I guess depending on the project, any way I put it, it would all boil down to remember when. Or like, this is similar to when. Because if you knew him in the past, I don't know, maybe it'll get a laugh out of him or something, and then you can start talking about whatever you're going to talk about from there. And I guess from there, you just try to keep the friendship going, I guess.
So like reminisce and then catch up
Yeah,
and then chat from
catch
there.
up and then chat from there.
Okay. That's a
then,
good idea.
And then to get the phone number, you just say like, I already forgot what I was gonna say. I'm having a brain fart. Fuck. You just get the phone number for a group project. I don't think that's what I was gonna say, but it just came into my head. I just had a.
I would have done it as like a, can we talk about this later, or want to talk about this more later?
That's probably what I was gonna say. And then you just ask for the phone number, and then if she's really enjoying the conversation, she'll be like, "Yeah, I give it to you." That's how you find out if they're actually into it or not.
Oh, next stage, friend zone.
Oh boy,
Yeah.
friend zone. Gotta fucking love it. Hashtag me most of my life.
Hashtag. I'm gonna put that in the
I don't think I've
hashtag.
ever said hashtag.
I've said
Before I said something.
I've said other stuff. Like I've said really cringy things.
So it's my turn to give you a scenario
Mm-hmm.
to speak about.
Based on friend zone.
So is this is gonna be friend zone trying to move into a relationship, like directly into a relationship?
You're stuck in the friend zone.
Like you are stuck in the friend zone trying to get out.
You want to express that you have feelings without asking them out. You want to make sure that your feelings are being conveyed.
So it's like dropping subtle hints without actually asking them out.
Yes, we're using the same basis for the same people as before. So we're going to use the same people. We're going to work our way up.
Okay. So I kind of already forgot what I was talking about. So it was not a very popular girl. Likes to play one game, really. She doesn't play very many games.
At this point, we can assume that you've already been playing it with her.
Yes. And she was not very popular. There were like only a couple other guys that she talked to. So at this point, you've been going like to like parties and stuff with her, or like actually doing stuff outside of school with her. And you've basically just treated her the same way that you've treated your friends for a while, because you're too nervous to actually do it.
Okay.
Like to actually drop a hint. And so how do I say this? You're at like another like little group gathering because you two don't hang out just the two of you ever.
Oh, really?
Like in person. You play games just the two of you, but there's like a bit of awkwardness that's like, which is already a sign. by the way. If she's awkward around you, then that might be a good sign.
I-
It's terrible. Or it's terrible. One of the two. It's either an okay sign or it's an absolutely horrible sign.
Women.
We're getting canceled on Twitter for that alone.
Probably.
Good thing we don't have Twitter. I think I said that in an episode already.
Yeah.
Man, fuck you, Twitter.
Does this scenario specifically have to be in a public space? Can I assume that
It's at like. Okay, I don't want to say this out loud, but like.
a party?
Think Christmas, something like that.
Okay. So it's a gathering of people that all know each other, including me. Am I known in this group? Are we both known in this group?
Like by everybody who's there. So
the majority. Like
this is at her house. This is at her place. So
Okay.
this is all of her friends. So there are some that you recognize and some that you have hung out before, but then there are some that you don't know very well.
Will I ever have an opportunity in the party to just be us two?
That's the challenge. You're trying to like both.
Get to
You're
there.
trying to because there's like say 10 people, mix of both boys and girls.
Okay. Have I ever been to her house before? Is
This is like
first?
second or third time because there
Okay.
have been previous parties in like for like past things.
So what I'd do,
Not as big as this one though. Like they were smaller parties.
I'd wait for an okay. I'm gonna go the roundabout way. So the first thing I was gonna suggest is if we're still playing games, Minecraft. We're assuming it's Minecraft. I'd hit them with a. Let's put our Minecraft beds next to each other. Ahaha, JK, unless, and then do it, and then see how they react. Because if I put that Minecraft bed next to hers, she's pretty much locked in. Right? That's how it is. No, that's actually how it is. Anytime I've tried that, it's either failed or worked. I'm not kidding.
Really?
Mm-hmm. It works. So I do that, but we're at a party, so I can't do that.
No,
So
you
here's
can't.
what I'd do. I'd wait for an opportunity. I'd wait for an opportunity where I can say something to her without everyone hearing it, but also not whispering it in her ear to be weird. I'd ask, "Can I see the setup that you used to play?" Because
What if it's in the room?
I'm assuming we're in a living room,
Well, okay. Yeah, I guess then.
unless we're all in her room. But
No, I was thinking like a basement
oh,
type thing. Like if like a hangout type basement with like a TV and a couch and stuff down there.
I'm gonna assume her setup's in her room.
Okay.
And so that not only gets me in her room, and if she says no, then she's obviously not okay with me being in her room. By her saying she's okay with me being in her room, that means that I'm probably already in. And then I get to see her setup, and then from there, I'll be like, next time we play Minecraft, we should put our Minecraft beds together. JK, unless.
So that's
But
your
then I giggle at the end to
That's-
make it seem like it's a joke.
that's your subtle hint then? Your subtle clue? What if it's not like what if she thinks you really are just joking?
Well, it's a matter of if she says yes or no.
What if she just
honestly.
doesn't give you a response? She just laughs because like she just thinks you're completely joking.
Then you're out. Then you're out. If she's not gonna address that, then she's probably uncomfortable by it. That's my first instinct, is she's uncomfortable.
Yeah. Okay.
And on top of that, you're in her room, which makes it double uncomfortable.
That's true.
And it also depends on if she pushes us to go back to the party, then that means she's 100% uncomfortable.
That
with it.
is definitely yeah. Oh.
All right. Oh, it's my turn.
Yeah.
Okay, so I already forgot. So, catching up with an old friend.
Yes.
Okay. So, I'm not gonna put you in a group,
Okay.
but you've been friend zoning with her for a long time, and now there's a new guy that's shown up, and she's laughing at your jokes about the same amount as this guy. She finds him just as funny, and she looks at him the same way she looks at you. And you don't know if it's either she sees him as a potential partner or if it's just friends. But either way, she feels the same way about him as she does about you. But also, you're not sure if it's exactly the same.
So what am I trying to do here?
You're trying to make sure... Okay.
I'm trying to figure out if it's the same feeling towards this other guy than it is towards me.
Maybe I should come up with a different scenario because I don't know.
Are you confusing
Okay.
yourself?
A little bit. I was gonna suggest that you try and express how you feel to try and
Boost yourself up
boost
on the
yourself
ladder.
above him. Yes, to put yourself ahead of him by starting to drop those hints without making her uncomfortable. But you don't know if that guy has. He hasn't been talking to her outside of school yet.
Okay.
That's the one advantage you have, and you're trying to get to talk to her basically nightly. You talk to her every like few days, and you'll like text each other like memes or something from time to time.
So yeah, you're not talking very much.
You
to her.
So you're every few days you'll call, but you do a lot of textings, like you'll send memes and stuff like every like at least a couple times a day at least you'll send a meme or something back and forth, and sometimes it'll be a long chain, and you'll ask each other for help on homework and stuff, and that's it. She is in your lunch, but she has not moved to your lunch table yet. She still sits with her own friends.
Now, is it like far away from your table or like close?
I'd say maybe this is your table, maybe 3 tables that way and 5 tables this way. So you can see her table, but she's facing away from you.
Okay, so
You're not in her line of vision, but she's in yours.
I'd want to say. Okay, so I don't know if I. So she doesn't. She doesn't play video games, and also this.
You don't know. Well, okay.
Still, well, at
She's-
this point, I feel like you know.
She's into everything. She
Right,
plays her
right.
own sports.
I
She's in
forgot
her own
this.
clubs, but she also plays a ton of games.
Does this guy share anything in common with her?
He's kind of your like run of the mill like expressive. Like he's not like energetic, but he's very expressive, and he's like a COD player, and he wears a hoodie to school, and he almost always has it up. Like it takes the teacher 2 times to get him to put his hood down. Like that kind of guy.
So he's not a. So
They share common.
is he a
interests.
popular guy?
No,
Is he very outgoing?
not really. He doesn't make a scene, but he can be loud when he's with friends.
I don't know how threatening that is. I'm trying to scale like how much like because if he was just a quiet kid, he didn't have very many friends. I would feel like he probably doesn't.
Well, he's loud. He's
Loud with
outgoing
friends.
around her.
Yeah, that's the difference. So I'm just trying to like boost myself up on this ladder, this social ladder here.
You're trying to make sure that your competition is not close behind, if anything. You are still ahead of him because they like follow each other on social media, but they don't talk. Like that's the extent of them outside of school. Other than that, they only talk in their
I
classes.
feel like because I can't really. I don't know if there's really a question I can ask that involves this person without it being obvious that I'm asking if said person is a potential candidate for this girl. So murder the guy. No. What?
Marry-
He died? No way.
Marry the girl, fuck the hottie, kill the guy. Fuck, marry, kill.
I don't know, cause I don't know if there's any way that I can directly find out that information. So I feel like all I would do is just try to boost myself on this ladder.
Well, how would you go about it? How would you go about... It's not about necessarily undermining that guy. It's about boosting yourself out of the friend
that's
zone.
what I'm trying to do.
At the end of the day, you're in the friend zone, and this guy seems like he also is, and your goal is to get out of it first.
Yes. So
But that's also a potential choice is to get him out of the friend zone in the wrong direction.
going away, like you get them to
Yes.
stop talking very much.
Yes, you can either attempt to do that or just boost yourself and see how it goes.
I feel like if I did anything that involved this other guy, it would be obvious that I'm just trying to do exactly what you just said, which is to like get him to go away.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't think anybody would want to make that obvious. So I feel, are you into like, is this person like into the same type? Right, she's all jack of all trades.
Jack of all trades. You're not aware of what kind of person she's into. You guys don't talk relationship at all. Oops. All you know, my ringer's still on from the coin flip. All you know is that she reacts the same way with you as him. And you don't know her type.
What type of humor does she like?
Whatever your humor is. She likes seeing people get hurt, but she also likes try not to laugh, and she uses TikTok, but it's not
like
often.
obsessively.
No, she also rarely posts, and if it does, she does its vacations or parties or like fancy things. I don't know. She doesn't just post to post.
Yeah. So if you're into the same type of shit, I feel like I would just be one weekend if there's like something new going on in like anything. For example, a movie, like a new movie comes out, I'd be like, hey, like, do you want to go, like, there's a new movie and I know you like this stuff, do you want to go see it with me? I feel like, I don't know if that might be jumping the gun, but I'm not very good at this. Without insulting the other guy, I'm not very good at this. Without interacting with this other guy at all.
Now let's say she says no, what do you do?
I'd be like, she says no. Honestly, she just says no.
Really?
It would just be weird if she said no, and then I'd be like, no, come on, let's go see a movie.
Well, it doesn't have to be. Come on.
Well, yeah, but like, if I continue to try and fight for her to go to this movie, then I feel like that just deters her even further away. Right?
Fair. Do you want my input?
You hadn't answered the question.
I haven't answered every question I ask you.
Oh, really? Because I don't.
I don't have it planned out, but yeah. I would ask her if there's anything else she'd want to do with me. And if she says no, then...
Well, that's kind of what I was saying. Like, ask her if there's something that she wanted to do. Like, just together. Like, whatever she's into. The movie was an example.
What if she asks to invite a friend?
Then I can't just say no. Honestly, then I'd be like, can I invite a friend?
What if she says no to that?
Then I'd say you can invite a friend.
Okay. Let's say that she said yes to the movie. You're in the movie, but you're not really interacting much. You're just kind of watching the movie blankly. Like, she's not showing disinterest.
Yeah.
But it's just a movie. Like, you're talking, and she's going like, oh, and
this is like
stuff.
Depending on the theater, obviously, but like some theaters like serve like food and shit. Mm-hmm. So I'd be like, hey, you want one of these or something? Like if she doesn't have any food or anything, it's like, hey, you want to get something to eat or something? Like probably before the movie starts, like during all the freaking previews.
Well, I'm referring to inside the movie. Like you're in the movie,
okay,
and you're watching it, and she's reacting to the movie, and she's kind of like talking to you through her reactions, but not really. Like there's times when she does, but it's really only if you haven't talked in a while.
I guess it really depends on the movie. I pulled the whole the yawn arm trick. I wouldn't do that. I
count shoulders.
What?
Count shoulders. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Oh.
You've never heard of that?
No, but it sounds kind of even stupider than the yawn thing.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. You know what? I told you this a long time ago.
Oh.
But I'm going to tell the audience because I saw this and I thought it was really genius.
Okay.
You bring a bag of candy and you whisper to her, hey, do you want a kiss? And if she says yes or anything, you're fucking in. If she says no or what, then you just say, more for me. And you pull out your bag of Hershey Kisses and you just start eating them.
That's a TikTok-esque thing.
Is it?
I feel like.
Nah, that's been around longer than TikTok.
Nice melons in a grocery store. Nice melon. Alright, whatever. I mean, yeah, it's kind of along the same lines of... Well, not really. Like, never mind. I take that back. It's not really the same thing at all.
We'll be assuming our advice works for all of this, by the way.
Yeah, this is not guaranteed to work. again, you're hearing this from a single guy. So
And not a single guy.
And
So
a
it's
not single
perfect.
guy.
It's perfect.
yeah,
We have experience.
honestly, both ways it's kind of almost reliable, but also unreliable.
All right.
I guess if it makes me any more reliable, I have had girlfriends before, so. But I'm still single.
We move on to the third of 4 or 5 phases, maybe.
Which is
You're asking her out now.
now, yeah, it's the big time. Now,
You-
is there like a school dance or anything coming up?
Nope.
Fuck, that makes
We're
it
gonna
harder.
we're gonna say it's summertime. The setting is summertime. You've been flirting back and forth. I put it in quotes because it's not apparently obvious, but you can pick up on this might be and this might be, and she's also sometimes visibly picking up on it, but its reaction is neither positive nor negative. She's just picking up on it.
Isn't it my turn?
I'm setting the stage for our
Oh,
scenarios.
Okay.
That is the
But
basis.
you're closer friends now, though. Like
Yeah, you're getting
you're very close to the being in a relationship. You're just not quite there yet.
you're flirting with each other but like
And you're constantly like doing shit together.
yeah, you're now past the point of just sending memes. You're like chatting every day. Sometimes you'll get like you'll meet each other at the beginning of the day before school starts and say good morning, but you'll go to your own classes after that.
Okay.
Yeah. And like I said, you're flirty to her, and she seems to receive it and give it back, but traditional guy stuff you can never tell.
Yeah. It's too freaking nervous.
Also, it's at this point it's like late June, early July, so school just ended.
And this is like, I don't know how important it is, but in my mind it feels like it would be very important. It's like, since we're seniors, this is like last year of high school ever.
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing?
I don't know. Yeah, last year of high school.
So then college in the fall.
No, we're gonna assume that you have school next year.
Well, then that's not last year of high school ever.
No, we're gonna assume that this is a summer. We're gonna assume that you just graduated 11th grade.
Okay.
We'll say that. That way, there's potential for next year. Also, if this will appeal to a younger audience and a more wide audience, because most people who are an adult don't need this advice. That's why we're doing this in high school. Because I don't think there's gonna be like a 32-year-old man like, yes, I see. This is exactly how you date a
It's
woman.
like he's got a notepad and he's listening to
Ask her to put Minecraft beds together. See movie. Ask about Hershey Kisses. It's perfect. I'm gonna go ask my waifu how to do this.
stained gray beater on.
I will suck in my neck so it looks like I only have 7 instead of 12. I hope this is a guy listening right now. Holy shit. Like, what the fuck? You know what, buddy? We'll do a part 2 just for you. It's gonna be called How to Get Off Your Ass and Get a Girl. That should be the name of this episode. That'd be great.
That's for you, Zach. Meet some women. For God's sakes, and stop complaining to me about it. Please cut that part out. He'll kill me. He will strangle me. He will throw me through a wall.
Ask Jack.
I can't make jokes about Jack's girlfriend. I'm not allowed to.
No, ask Jack to cut it out. It's not
Oh.
my job.
He's not gonna. I already pissed him off earlier.
Alright. It's time for you to create the scenario.
Okay. I already fucking forgot it. So you're talking,
You're flirty
You're
and talky,
flirty,
and you chat every
and she's
day.
giving it back, but you don't pick up on signs.
You pick up on them, but they could just be her being friendly, you know? That
Yeah.
kind of thing.
Outside information, though, is she actually into you? You don't actually know this in the scenario, but is she actually into you?
I mean, we're going to assume it because there's more phases after this.
That's true.
So in this scenario, we're going to assume that she's been into you since phase 2.
Is she like doing the like curl, like the twiddling with her hair thing?
Not
Or like
not in front of you.
oh really? Okay. Usually that's a big sign.
I mean, sometimes she does, but it's only when she's like nervously talking.
Does she act like that, like nervous talking with the hair twiddling, like twiddling thumbs or whatever? Does she get like fidgety when she talks to you?
I would say no.
Okay.
But she does like.
Does she give you the friend zone pats
No.
like that? Oh.
She's always the first one to say hi though. She makes sure she's the first one to say hi.
I've never had that happen to me. That sounds so amazing.
Doesn't it?
Yeah.
Honestly. I wake up first every morning, so I'm always the first good morning text.
God, now I'm just sad.
She's the first good night text though.
That's good night.
That's normal. That's
Not
normal.
for me.
It's okay, buddy.
You don't gotta say that like the 32-year-old
It's
watching
fine.
this.
I just wanted to.
All right. I guess I should clarify. I've gotten good night texts in relationships.
Yes, that's what we're referring to.
Okay. What's my goal? To ask her out?
Yes. Or at least plan it.
To plan it. And there's literally like nothing big going on at all. It's just like regular summer days, basically.
Mm-hmm. You're at home. You still text every day, but you don't. It's gotten to the point where since you have picked up on the fact that she says hi first, that you don't text her until she says something.
I feel like in that situation, I would be like, "Oh my god, she's into me."
Well, I don't know. This is you.
I know. So, I feel like I would get almost too explicit with my flirtatiousness.
Explain.
Like, before it's like the subtle hints, like, let's put our Minecraft beds together. But then, I don't know if I'm allowed to say I don't even know what I'd say. I don't know how to explain it other than be like, I'm just more explicit with it. No, I'm removing the...
Wait, hold on. We can do this differently. I don't know if that actually mutes. Well, I'm going to hope it mutes, but this can mute. That's something you can say.
I didn't have a quote in my head. I just feel like... Okay, never mind. I would just be like...
He was going to remove the JK unlesses to the Minecraft beds.
Type things. I wouldn't...
That's not bad. That's a good advice. Just stop removing the JKs. That's what I do.
Yeah.
I stop removing the JKs after a while. And then if she keeps going...
You're in. Maybe literally.
In the Minecraft bed.
Maybe somewhere else.
Yeah! Her car, because she's driving you places now.
Or lip.
Like the lip on the side of the road because you're in her car. Okay, give me another. Give me. Did I give you the scenario first? I thought,
Usually, yeah.
Usually you go first.
Wait.
Wait.
Yeah.
No, keep going.
Okay, I guess so. So. Wait, yeah.
Remove
What the
the.
fuck?
No, we're just gonna do like this, and then we'll go back to normal.
Okay. I have to sneeze. Jack, cut this out. Shit. Why do I need this? It was just a sneeze.
You don't want to blow your nose?
Nothing came out my nose.
Sometimes people blow their nose. So just checking. Okay.
Typically, I have to sniffle after I sneeze, but not that time. That was weird.
Maybe it's because there's oxygen in my room for once. So I left my door open today.
That could be the case. But yeah, remove the JK unlesses. Become like way more explicit with compliments. Do it often, I guess. Summertime, go to the beach. Compliment the goods.
The goods? You mean the swimsuit?
Yeah.
Okay, not the goods. 'Cause those are two different things. And one of them is for a little later down the line. That face means you didn't know what I was talking about.
No, I know exactly what you're talking about.
Good.
I just wanted to show a reaction. I didn't know that was gonna be part of this. That's why I made the face.
Oh no, that's later down the line after this video ends. That's once you guys can handle this without us, because you're here for some reason.
I feel like I would subtly also like try to get her to give opinions on me, like very subtle, like make a joke. Okay, this is probably gonna sound very counterproductive or whatever, but like if you insult yourself, not like literal like you mean it, but if she responds with a compliment, depending on what she says.
Like, my hair looks really bad today.
Yeah, I was like, I'm sorry that I look like shit today. I look like I just rolled out of bed. And then depending on what she said, like if she gives you a compliment or something, then...
What if she says it's okay, I do too?
Then, shit.
She successfully spun it around.
Basically,
Also, listen, look at our hair. It's practically the same, right? Like,
kinda.
fluffy.
Mine's a little straighter. I mean, yeah, it's very...
Less curly.
Both of ours
Without
are
the curl.
puffy. Mine is wavier than yours.
Yours is
just
thicker,
curly.
too. Yours is just as thick as
Mine
mine.
just
though.
goes up.
Listen. Girls like that kind of hair. If you just say something about your hair, they'll 100% go with it if they like you.
I guess there's another advice. Have poofy hair.
Yeah, actually, longer hair over shorter hair is the future right now.
Right now.
Mm-hmm.
You might be seeing this in 2045. In that case, we might be. I might be bald.
I might be looking back at this. Like, I might have a wife at this point, and I'll just be looking back like, fuck. What did I do? What did I do? What did I do?
Yeah, I know. That she comes across this and be like, yo, you did this the exact same thing for me.
Yeah.
Probably not. But
How did you predict all the way back then that I was literally the person that you were solving the scenario for? Imagine that. Imagine you find someone exactly like your scenario.
that would be kind of crazy.
Should never move to the mic. It was instinct.
What are we talking about?
Your scenario. You've said that you're gonna eventually push it further and start dropping negative hints so that she fixes it, so that you can tell if she really cares about those aspects of you.
Yeah. And I guess there's really like no subtle way to ask somebody out, is there? It's kind of... This is coming from me, because I've never actually done this. So, like, the only time I ever really asked somebody out was for a dance, really. And even that was still awkward.
You want to know what I did?
What did you do?
I kind of regret it. I said, "You like me, don't you?" I said, "You like me, right?" And then she went, "Yeah." And I went, "Romantically?" And she went, "Yeah." And then I said, "Me too."
You want to know what happened with me? Actually, I don't know if I should talk about it in case the person's listening.
Would that person be potentially listening?
Probably not, but if they ever come across this, then...
Go ahead. What's the worst that's going to happen? We can always cut it out.
I mean, it doesn't... I don't know if it would really piss her off or anything. It's just that clearly we're not dating anymore, so... Basically, her mom was like, "So, Dan, did you get a girlfriend?" I was like, "I don't know, did I?"
She didn't know?
But, what?
Your mom or her mom?
Her mom. What?
How did her mom not know?
I didn't even know.
Oh, this was before she asked you out,
This
or
is
you asked her
before...
out?
I didn't really even ask her. She was like, "So, Dan, did you get a girlfriend?" I was like, "I don't know, did I?" And she said yes. And I was relieved because I just made a fool of myself.
So, were you in a relationship at that point?
No. Well, when her mom asked the question, no, I was not. And then I go, "I don't know, did I?" And then she said yes. So then from there, yeah.
Her mom asked you out for her.
Yeah.
That is such a good story.
It is a pretty
How
good
have
story.
I never heard that before?
I thought I told you.
I've never heard that. That's so great.
It's pretty funny, but it just goes to show how awkward I am at asking somebody out.
That's funny. That's really funny. Do I get a scenario now? Oh, wait. How do you actually go about doing it?
How do I go about doing it?
Drop in the question.
I'm debating whether, like, giving a prelude, like an introduction, or just cutting to the chase. What are your opinions on like either of those things? Do you think one is better than the other? I guess it depends
Is
on
cutting
how
to
you...
the chase just saying, "Hey, I like you. You want to go on a date?"
Something like that, yeah, but not like... I don't
And then
know.
the prelude is the, "Hey, I've liked you for a long time." Blah 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 blah.
It's like the, yeah, hey, we've been talking for a while, yada yada. I like you. You want to go on a date? That sort of thing.
That's better. It incorporates your experience. I think that's it.
I feel like it depends on the friendship, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
Because if I don't know how to even describe the different type of like friendships that one would work better for the other end, but
It depends on your confidence. How confident you are she likes you back.
yeah,
That's
I feel
ultimately
like
it.
what I was thinking like of cutting to the chase is if you're both like very outgoing with each other already, and you both make you're both like, this is gonna sound really weird, but it's almost like you with your homies, like with your bros.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's like you're constantly laughing all the time, and you almost you just joke around a lot. So you could just like at some point say like, "God, I fucking like you" or something. Probably not like that. Probably not.
Would you
like
say that to the homies? God, I fucking like you.
No, I say, "God, I fucking love you" to the homies. It's not gay if it's the home. Okay, you're dating somebody.
He's never said that to me.
I don't say it to anybody. I was just making a joke. Usually it's Caleb that. I guess.
Oh, visual joke. I looked so defeated when I looked up. I saw the bit of delay.
Yeah.
That was funny.
What were we talking about?
You asked her out by saying, "Hey, I've liked you for a long time," and now it's my turn. She said yes. Good job, pal.
Yes, and she said yes.
You've earned yourself a
So
date.
now, this is you trying to ask somebody out.
Yes, give me the scenario.
And it's summer still, right? So it's summer for both of these. Nothing big is happening. So you're just popping this question basically out of the blue.
No, it's you've been talking a good bit.
Well, well, everything that Aiden said before
You're talking
implies
a good
to
bit
this.
and
You're talking
flirty.
a lot. You're flirty, but neither. Well, maybe she did, but you're not picking up on it.
Mm-hmm. You are, but you're not sure if it's flirty or not.
Yes.
She's just being nice.
You're second guessing yourself.
Yes.
So, I guess like, I forgot it. I keep freaking losing my memory this episode. Jesus Christ. So, what was my scenario even? I feel like it was basically just the description of that.
Your scenario was childhood friend reunited.
Yes, I know, but like, I feel like I don't know if I even have to explain very much. Because I feel like that whole, it's summertime, you're talking a lot, you're acting flirty, how do you pop the question? And in this case, it's just the girl that I described.
Well, what are we doing? Are we doing anything? Am I just at home? Are we gonna...
The one that I thought of was like, I did say it like at the beach. Or like doing something active, like outside.
So
it is
we're
summer.
outside. Do I get
But
to pick where we
This
are?
girl is like, well, she's again. You guys play Minecraft together. I don't know. So, yeah, I guess. Yeah.
This is our
We're outside.
15th playthrough. We're
Yeah.
both getting kind of bored. We've hit all the mods.
Yeah, you hit all the mods. Now you want to go do something.
Yeah, okay.
I'll let you decide the location.
Location. Oh, God. Okay.
Can't be in a place like romantic though, because I feel like that would.
Perfect. I'm going to choose the zoo.
Really?
Uh-huh. I'm going to choose the zoo.
Okay.
Because this leads to many interesting questions. Like, what's your favorite animal? No, you know
No,
what?
I feel like you'd have already asked at that point.
I'm going to ask her to the zoo. Because the zoo is like a perfect first date plan. Because you can learn a lot about someone from the zoo.
Really?
Yeah.
How?
You can learn what their opinions on certain animals can lead to their opinions on things besides just animals. Because every animal is unique in their own characteristics. So they're all in like their own subgenres. So you can root those up to other genres that branch out to other things, as well as it'll tell you how quickly they speed through things. Like when I went with my girlfriend on a date, we were at each exhibit for about 10 seconds. Because we're very, oh, hey, that's cool. They're pretty cool. Yeah.
Anyway.
I'm going to take a picture. All right, you want to move on to the next thing? That's how we are. So we were out of there in like 50 minutes. But we used to make it a day trip when I was younger. So
I still make it a day trip. I love the elephants. Elephants are awesome.
They were doing a show that day, so it was very crowded.
Oh,
We don't do crowds.
another.
We don't. It's hard.
Hopefully, this is crowded. Hopefully, we got a lot of people watching.
Hopefully you guys are
listening
crowding
to
those
this.
stages.
Yeah, because you're not physically here, so I won't.
Yeah.
Try to swat you away.
What kind of TV show does she enjoy?
So she enjoys sandbox games. So she's like. Okay.
Is she more of like a reality drama or like an anime?
That's what I was
or
about
like
to say. Not an anime.
No, okay. Sports?
She's not very sporty.
Okay.
I guess it's like she enjoys doing active things, but she's not like what's the word? She's not like an enthusiast on sports.
Okay.
Like she likes getting outside and going for walks and doing stuff.
So the only time she really watches TV shows is if they're trendy. That kind of thing.
Or like late at night, she just has a show that she just wants to watch.
Okay.
Gotta catch up on something.
Yeah, okay.
Euphoria.
No! I would not get this far with someone who watches Euphoria.
Yeah.
The last thing I need is to be roped into watching 7 seasons of The Vampire Diaries. I'm not
Twilight.
doing that. The same thing. You do one, you do them all.
Yeah.
All
right.
I'm not doing that, man. We're gonna assume that she does not do that. I get to pick the location. That makes it a little difficult.
I thought you picked the zoo.
Zoo is where I'm gonna ask her to. I've changed that because that's what I would do. I wouldn't ask her out while we're already out somewhere. That'd be a little difficult. Like, it would not be on an excursion that could be considered a date already.
I feel like this is something you would have already done a while ago.
Gone to the zoo?
To get to know her.
Gone to the zoo?
Well, yeah, just to do something to get to know her. Because this seems like a still friend zone, or like a high tier friend zone phase. That's what it feels like to me, anyway.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so... As much as the zoo is a get to know you, it's not a place to ask someone out. But the zoo is also a date location, so I'd save that until we're in a relationship.
Okay.
Like, that kind of thing. Like, I wouldn't want to waste what could be a date on a friend excursion. You know?
Yeah. Okay.
If it's June to July, then it's probably still a little early for the beach. Maybe we can go to the park. Maybe the park is it's a chill place. Like a park along the water. You know what I'm talking about that we live near? It's near a hot dog place. So we'd be there. We'd walk like along the water, and once we got to like the playground, like we're standing like the playground is behind us, the water's ahead of us. Then I'd probably drop this was fun. You want to do this, but as a date, and then she's like and I do like the whole we've known each other for a while too, so I feel like it makes sense. We're gonna assume she says yes, and then we go to the zoo. Bam. Wrenches or scenarios?
Wrenches or scenarios to the park or the zoo. What if she just doesn't like animals? Doesn't want to go to the zoo. I mean, I guess actually I take that back because she already said yes. So.
Well, no. Your wrenches means throw a wrench into my plans.
Yeah,
something goes wrong.
You kind of said it very quickly. So what? Yeah, how were you gonna ask her out? Like at the park?
We go to the park. We go to the park. The location I chose to have this happen is the park.
Yes.
We're walking along the path, along the water, and at some point, I ask her to go on a date, specifically to the zoo.
Yes, but that's not like asking her to be a girlfriend.
On a date to the zoo.
Yeah. Well.
Basically.
I guess, yeah.
I don't consider someone my girlfriend. Well, I don't consider it not myself. Just in general, I don't consider a girlfriend from the get-go. Like the second they say yes to dating you, I don't consider that a girlfriend. I consider 3 dates. Once you've been on 3 successful dates, or you've known each other for like a month, you've been dating for a month, then I consider that a girlfriend.
I guess I can understand that. So, I don't know if I really can put a wrench in that because this this is supposed to be like she does say yes to all of these things.
Give me scenarios where I could screw up. Like maybe, like you said, she doesn't like animals. In that scenario, I'd just be like, well, is there somewhere else you'd want to go for a date? And if she goes like, maybe a diner or the beach, I'd be like, yes.
What if she just gets like all awkward when you say the word date?
I'll start listing ideas. Like, would you want to go to a cafe or the beach instead? Any of those? And then she'd probably just say one of them.
I feel like I would say, like, the whole it's a date then.
I would do that too. I would do that too. I have done that before. It works. It does work. It's like it's a fantasy of theirs. I hope. I'll have to ask. I know plenty of girls.
I don't.
Platonically. Except for one. Except
Yeah,
for one.
Just one. Just one.
No, just one not platonically. The rest are platonic.
Okay. You're dating just one, but you know others.
Yes. Okay. Next scenario, right? So
Yeah.
this is you've been dating for a while.
Is this final scenario?
This is the final scenario because we've been going for over an hour.
Okay.
This is the final scenario. You've been dating for a while, but stuff is starting to get a little rocky. In my scenario, I haven't really decided how it gets rocky, so I'll leave that up to you how you want mine to get rocky. But seeing as yours is like a childhood friend, you're starting to kind of hit a wall because you've kind of rode a kind of like we used to know each other wave for a while,
Yeah.
and you kind of hit that wall.
Now we got to take it to like a next step, kind of thing.
Kind of like you.
And I don't mean it like that.
You've
Or
been
do I?
on plenty of dates, and you've done dates that you both want to do, but it feels too soon to go back and do those again. And God, I planned something else that you said a few things ago that was gonna come back to bite me. Oh yeah, she's also still talking to that guy.
Fuck.
She has long since lost those giggles and the way that she looks at him and stuff. She's lost that, but she still talks to him, and now it's outside of school. And things are starting to get a little rocky, and she's starting to talk to you a little less. Like where you used to call every night, now it's like every once in a while you don't call.
So
like at least once a week you don't call.
I was a little unclear on like how long has passed.
It is now.
Like how is it? Has it been weeks, months,
It's
a year?
about September to October. You're back in school, and that's when she started talking to this kid
So
a lot.
it was through the summer, so it was like a few months.
You have one class with her, and you have one class with her, one class with him, and they have two classes together.
Fuck.
Also, you have a lunch with her, but he also sits with you.
Fuck off, kid. Nobody wants you here.
I'm gonna drop a little fun fact. I actually went through this in like 9th grade. I went through this in 9th grade. 8th grade, sorry. 8th grade.
Seems to have worked out for you.
She was lesbian, so it didn't work out.
Well, I'm saying.
Oh, that didn't work out. No,
That one
in
didn't
the
work
long run, it worked out for me. Yes. I'm happy now. But I was doomed to fail in that scenario because she ended up being lesbian. But the scenario was not exactly the same. I was very explicit in my interest of this girl, but there was still that one dude that was there all the time. Now you need to know what to do. What do you do?
Is my goal to like get the spark back?
Yes.
I honestly don't know what to do in that scenario. I'm trying to think about that. Does she also want to try and reignite the spark? Is she like, okay, so how has she been acting like while dating you? Is she like not very clingy, I guess? Like not like very detached, I guess? Like a detached form of
So she's no longer... No, it's not detached. Sorry.
Oh.
She's like... You know how you were suggesting for me that the wrench that you threw in my plan, that she's too embarrassed?
Yeah.
That embarrassment has faded. So it feels a little different. And you've talked to each other so much that you've kind of run out of new, like things to talk about. You can no longer catch up on stuff. You've discussed every single show you've both watched. You've played through every game. You know basically everything about every game that you've played. there's no real thing in the past to talk about anymore. And you don't talk every day like you used to. Like you don't call every day like you used to. You still text a good bit, but you don't call every day like you used to. And that guy's still around.
This is a really hard situation to figure out.
It's realistic though. It's realistic.
It is realistic.
And I'm not giving you any insight on her because it needs to be realistic.
You might have to cut out this thinking part because I have absolutely...
I will be cutting
No
out the
clue.
thinkings. I will be cutting out all of the thinkings on this.
Okay, so then that, I guess, gives me less of a time crunch.
I mean, that's the time crunch,
Yeah, I know.
technically.
I really have no fucking idea. Because this is exactly what basically happened to me.
I put all of that together just on the fly, and I found out solutions as I was going. I already have solutions for all of that. I'm so sorry.
I don't.
This isn't based on my experience. But
I'd probably just ask her to, like, go active places or something. If I can, like, drive at this point. Maybe, like, on a road trip or something. If I'm 18, I guess, if I'm able to. Depending on what I'm able to do.
We'll say you're not because it's the start of the new year. You're not
You're
18,
right.
but you can
Yeah.
drive.
Yeah.
She is 18. You're not. You're 17, she's 18.
Okay.
But you can drive and she can't. Well, she can, but she only has her permit, and her test isn't for a while. The other guy, on the other hand, cannot drive either. So that gives you an advantage because she can't go places with him.
I'll tell the other guy, okay, let's go for a ride. And then we'll stop in the middle of nowhere. And then I pull out my gun, okay. I don't know. Can you just give me the solution? I'm not very good at this.
You want me to give you what I think my solution is?
Yeah. I want to know.
Well, see, the thing is what?
You lost it?
No, my solution is universal, and I was going to use it on my own as well.
Well, because I can't really give you the same scenario as you did.
In that solution, I'd ask her to start watching a show with me.
You just said you've watched every show.
You've talked about every show that you've watched.
Oh.
I'll ask her to start watching a show with me, and hopefully it's one that she's interested in because I've known her for a while. And I'll also...
Shit, I didn't know that.
You have to remember, she's at the end of the day, she's your girlfriend. Just ask her about the guy. You're allowed to do that, and she won't. Like,
Yeah,
it's
last time
okay.
I did that, it kind of ended bad. Then you get called jealous and controlling and shit like that. So to me, it's kind of a no. That's what I thought anyway.
To me, it's I'm scared, and I want to know.
I guess, yeah.
It'd be more of like a. It'd be more of like a. I can tell he's being flirty, so can you act completely disinterested every time he does?
Yeah. I guess, but then that's what gets you called controlling.
It's literally just denying flirts, though.
I know that, but typically they don't know that.
Maybe she just wasn't the person for you then.
So bad ending.
Some in this scenario that you're throwing the wrenches in a scenario I created for you. In this scenario,
Well, I thought like every show we could have watched has been watched.
No,
I
no,
probably
there
would have
are
done the same thing.
infinite
I
amount of
didn't know
shows.
that there was. I know, but I'm saying like I thought you said like there is nothing new anymore. I would just be like, I'll probably come up with something new to do, and then something new to talk about, like a show or a movie, or something that like a game or something that hasn't come out yet, or start going to like new restaurants or shit.
I did like the idea of a road trip. I think a traveling thing would be smart. Start a podcast.
Start a podcast.
Start a podcast with a person you have a crush on. Okay. My scenario now.
Yeah. Quite honestly, I don't know if there's really... Once you're... It's hard to come up with one worse than what you gave me. Did you just wink at the camera?
I do that sometimes. I've done that like 4 times today. Have you not noticed?
No, I haven't.
If you
That's a good question. What's the right way to wink at somebody? Also, girls, are winks actually like the smolder, entangled? Like, here comes the smolder.
No.
The rock face.
Yeah, the rock face. I know that the like bite lip squint eye thing. Yeah, the F-boy face. That's actually like it works.
No, it doesn't. There's no way that works.
No, it does.
It's too much of a joke to... I made fun of that too much. It works.
It does. Where do you think it came from? It doesn't do much nowadays.
It doesn't work.
But back when it was big, it worked. Because I used it.
Oh. I use it too much I used it just in a joking way.
Oh,
now.
I used it in a joking way, but it worked.
Oh.
It was more of like a... I went back to the roots, went with a JK on this. Give me my scenario.
I can't think of one that's worse than what you gave me.
You want me to outline what's going on with
This girl is like a not very popular girl. She likes to get...
She sometimes games.
Sometimes games, the one game, but that's like pretty much done now because you basically moved past that.
Milked it dry.
Milked it dry.
Do we play other games now?
No.
We don't play
She
games.
She's not very open to trying new things.
Fuck. That's a wrench in its own right.
Yeah.
Okay. Is that my wrench? Is we have...
Okay, so...
We've exhausted everything we can do?
Yes, that is. That's it.
So we've exhausted everything that we can do. So because as a result, she's kind of losing interest because she doesn't know what else to do with me.
And she's not very open to doing anything.
What time of year is it?
Time of year, well, same time.
September to October.
Like we've been dating a few months, basically.
Okay, so it's been a few months.
Which actually, when you really look into the statistics of the whole thing, is like basically when the golden age starts to stop. Because basically, when you get into a relationship, you have like a few month period where it's like everything is just awesome, everything is wonderful.
Okay, so,
You're trying to reignite like a spark in something that she does want it to like continue. She makes that very obvious to you. But she does not really like things that you suggest, like things you haven't done before. She doesn't want to try, but everything that you have done, you've just done it a lot, and
So she's not lost interest, but she's lost motivation to do things with you.
Yes, which in turn is going to make her start losing interest.
Okay. So the first thing I do is kidnap her. I'm kidding.
What the fuck? I mean, I guess that adds a little bit of excitement, doesn't it?
I'd stage a kidnapping just to, with parents' permission. No. So what I do, I'd actually...
You get down on one knee, you take out the ring, and... Sorry.
Okay, here's what I was going to ask you.
Okay.
Because this was unrelated to my roadblock, because my roadblock is different than what I expected. So what I would do, because this is like the stereotypical... So I've learned this from another girl who I literally met her on the bus once and never talked or saw her ever again. But she told me a lot of stuff about girls. I literally told her that I was going after a girl at the time, and she gave me everything I needed to know. She said every single girl has specific fantasies. Like dancing in the rain is one that all of them secretly have a fantasy for.
I've heard that.
One of that is very difficult to do, especially in September. But one of the ones that I've also heard that I would do, have you kissed yet? Have I with this fictional person?
Oh, I thought you were saying you were going to ask that to her.
No, have I done that?
A few months in. I'll say yeah.
Okay. I was gonna assume no. Because what I was gonna say
It was like very recent was the first time though.
fuck. That kind of ruins it. I was gonna suggest that what I would do is this is another fantasy, is I take her like this, I dip her down, and then I kiss her. And that, boom!
See, but then the tricky part is,
With consent. With consent.
yeah. But the tricky part is I'm gonna be, this might be personal, but tell us what you want us to do.
That was my second thing.
Please, we will do it, okay? You don't need to, like, hide it and be like, well, you're supposed to know this. We don't! We are stupid! Just tell us. Please.
Yeah, you don't have to be like, what's wrong? Nothing. No, tell me. I'm going to bed. Good night.
Then we're just...
Sad.
Yeah. That just ruins our night completely.
Okay. Here was my second suggestion, which you kind of ripped from me, was...
Oh.
Sit her down and ask. just talk. It works. It works. There's no... This is such a common misconception nowadays. People consider me really good at this stuff. I just give the common knowledge that people don't want to do for some reason. You don't need to jump hoops. You don't need to go up and down and over and out. You just need to ask, what do you want to do? Again, I don't know. Well, why don't you know? And then she'll answer you. I don't know.
Or she'll just continue to say, I don't know. Mm-hmm. And then be like, you're supposed to know this stuff.
How do you not know what you're interested in? You gotta be interested in something that you haven't done with me yet. You ever play Magic the Gathering? What about Fortnite? That's pretty big nowadays. You want to build a Lego set with me? Did you make boondoggles as a kid?
That one's not bad. Friendship bracelets. Just saying.
Shopping? You can go on a shopping date?
You could.
You want to go around to all the fast food chains and try every burger and see which one's the best?
But like I said, she's not really open to trying anything new, and anything you have done has been milk dry.
She's got to like one of those things.
Well, maybe she does, and you've just done it enough where it's been milk dry.
That means there's no solution. Because anything I do, I've either already milked dry or she'll say no to.
No, that doesn't say no to, like, the fantasies and shit. The shit that she won't tell you.
How do I know what she won't tell me?
That's the problem.
That's why we're here. Okay, so I have to read her mind. Easy. We just got to go by the book. We've already done the dip. We do the dip, you know? Mwah.
That was in a weird... That was it.
Mwah. We've done the dip, okay? We've done the dip. Now what you're going to do... You're going to teach her how to dance.
That would be a good one,
You're
actually.
going to teach her how to dance.
That would be a really good one.
And you know what you're going to do?
You're going to do the dip.
Mwah.
Stop putting your head down.
It is... I'm not going to move my camera, but it is very far away, and you can tell.
It is far away, but still. Whatever.
Now you successfully have a relationship. Congratulations, guys.
Or you don't, because again, we might not be very reliable.
Oh, we are 100% reliable.
Definitely.
We're going to come back again.
Take it from the single guy who is now a gym bro because I'm so depressed.
Take it from the guy that is not a gym bro and is not openly depressed.
I mean, I'm not very openly depressed. I just like to joke.
Do you want a
about
hug?
it. I just like to joke about it.
Do you want a hug?
You're in a relationship.
Do you want a hug?
You're in a relationship.
So what? It's not.
So she'll see this.
Dude. If I say we're gonna kiss, she'll say as long as I can take a picture. We'll be fine. How about we ask Jack? Jack, how is your current love life?
To be honest, I'm a little scared. But in all honesty, that pales in comparison to the things we will be discussing next week. Tune in next time to the Figgleheads.